Want to give a big thanks out there to Clayton Hartfeld, In-Home Care, and Max Motors for sponsoring this edition of KDKD Storm Track Weather. We are going to be live here in about 30 seconds. So we are going to be talking about one of the largest winter storms that has hit southwest Missouri in likely 5 to 6 years. So we have lots to talk about. We'll be live in about 15 seconds. Well, I'm back, everybody. I made it back to the big metropolis of Clinton, Missouri, here in Henry County. Hopefully, everybody is wrapping up a fantastic weekend in which all I've got is, man, what an incredible opportunity that I had for this weekend as I went to the National Storm Chaser Summit up in Kansas City. It's held in different states throughout the last 10, 12 years, so it happened to be relatively local. We went up, had quite a few members of our Tourcon nationwide team. They drove from New Hampshire, Ohio, from the state of Kansas, of course, Missouri. We had emergency managers there as well, so tons of information, great networking. I made some incredible contacts right here in Missouri that we are going to be working together with Nader boys as we go into storm season. We actually have another group that we're going to combine forces with to help take care of some of our friends and family down in the Springfield area. So they have a huge following down there, 30,000 plus. We're going to be working together to try to get more information out to you guys. So an incredible weekend, great fellowship, and a lot of information, and that's for sure. So so what you're looking at right now, matter of fact, just moments ago, I just finished up conversation with the National Weather Service out of Pleasant Hill. So as you guys know, that they do have a winter storm warning now in effect for part of west central Missouri. That's going to include Benton, St. Clair, and Vernon County here in west central Missouri. The daytime meteorologist down in the Springfield office had pretty high confidence that their area that they take care of in southwest Missouri was definitely going to be getting 6 inches plus of snowfall. That's one of the many requirements and stipulations of issuing a winter storm warning. One thing that I was wondering, I know what I see out there on the models, and I just wanted to see if things have changed, because we are about 30 hours out from getting our first flakes of snow with this winter storm, and we have not been upgraded for the rest of west central Missouri into that winter storm warning. So their latest comment was the fact that we will likely see that winter storm warning come from the remainder of west central Missouri, which is going to be along Interstate 70 and just south. They're just kind of waiting. We have two things we're watching for when you're looking for a big snowstorm. Number one, you're looking at the temperatures. Temperatures are not going to be a problem. I can assure you that. However, with that extreme cold air, the colder it gets, the higher ratio of rain to snow it goes. So, for instance, if it's 30 degrees, our snowfall ratio is likely going to be somewhere between 8 to 10 to 1. Meaning that 1 inch of rainfall is going to produce 8 to 10 inches of snowfall. Now, when we get temperature down into the low 20s, upper teens, we start talking where 1 inch of rain is going to be equal to around 13, 14 inches of snowfall. Of course, your amounts are going to go up with the same amount of moisture. And then if we get temperatures into the single digits, like many of the models are pointing to, during the majority of the onset of the moisture, we could be getting ratios somewhere around where 1 inch of rain is 18 inches of snow. So we're watching for temperatures, and we're also watching for the amount of moisture that can be drawn up into this storm. So those are the two big things that we're watching. Regardless, guys, and again, I want to stress this, that whether or not we get 5 inches of snow on the ground, or if we get 8 inches of snow on the ground, we're going to have some issues. Okay, now we are going to go into the timing. We're going to go through a little bit more in detail about the amounts of snow. I know many of you, already had one person already one person mentioned that we're in the middle of Saturday Night Live red carpet event. So the key points to take away from this is going to be the point that I have out right now, and then we'll go into detail. So if you don't have much time to go through this video, because there's a lot of information, then you're going to get the key points and then come back and rewatch this video that will be posted later on tonight. Okay, so let's just talk about the key points that we have going on with this storm right now for Henry County. This is going to be Cass County, Pettis County, Bates County, and Johnson County here in west central Missouri. So the key points is, regardless of the snow amounts, we are going to have some serious travel implications as we go overnight Monday night, all day Tuesday, and Wednesday morning. We will have serious travel implications. Heaviest of the snowfall is going to come in overnight Monday into Tuesday. Brutal negative temperatures. And we will be seeing many low temperature records be broken here over the next 4 days. Should be ending sometime Wednesday morning. I'm guessing 2-3 a.m. time frame. So, Wednesday morning rush hour, Wednesday morning commute. Schools will likely not be in session both Tuesday and Wednesday. So make sure you have plans accordingly as we go into this week. The TSP right now, the teacher snow day probability for Tuesday and Wednesday is 98%. I will be showing a graphic on that after the video. However, we can expect many school cancellations. I am very, very high confident that we are going to get 4 to 6 inches of snow here on average in west central Missouri. There will be several places that will get more than 6 inches of snowfall, especially our southern zones in Benton County, St. Clair County, Vernon County, down around Fort Scott, Pittsburgh, Kansas. We do have a few listeners down in that area. And, of course, all the way down to Springfield, Ozark Republic, Neosho, Aurora. Got a great cousin to live down there in Aurora. She is a hard-working teacher. She will likely get a couple days of vacation this week as well. So this is likely going to be one of the largest winter storms that southwest Missouri has received here over the last 5 or 6 years. So, however, we are still expecting lots of travel implications up here in west central Missouri. And guys, I'm going to tell you, there is potential that there could be some areas real close, if not in west central Missouri, that will pick up well over a foot of snow out of this. So we could be talking 12, 13, 14, 15 inches of snow. There are going to be reports of that somewhere. Now, as a forecaster, the only thing that I can do is take all the data and all the models and bring it together the best that you can, and we throw out some snow totals. It will likely change a little bit. Okay, if I start seeing more data coming in suggesting otherwise my forecast, then I'm going to let you guys know. But you know, we don't want to go and get modelitis like we talk about here many times here in the room, when a week ago they were projecting 24, 26 inches of snow for Henry County. Okay, it's a guessing game. Okay, I take all the data, I take all the models, put it together, and make an educated guess. Every meteorologist and forecaster right now is trying to make that educated guess. So right now, good average, 4 to 6 inches on average throughout all of west central Missouri. And Benton County, St. Clair County, Vernon County, and likely most of west central Missouri has that potential where some areas could get upwards of 8, 9, possibly 10 inches of snow. You get down towards Springfield, they have a very high likely of getting anywhere between 8 inches and a foot of snow as you get closer down toward the Springfield area. So a very large storm system, a very powerful, strong system, accompanied by very cold temperatures. That's a recipe for a large winter storm. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Those are the key points. So if you can't stick around and watch the whole video, I understand. That's what we're looking at right now. I will be constantly updating throughout the rest of the evening, and of course tomorrow. Kind of setting aside tomorrow afternoon to really be taking a look at the data, taking a look at the models, and the conversation with some of my peers in Springfield and the National Weather Service office out of Pleasant Hill. And if anything changes, this right here where you're watching the stream is going to be where you can find the latest information for our area. So let's jump in. Those were our talking points for those that don't want to watch the entire video, maybe have some time restraint, fully understand. That's what we're expecting right now. So let's move over to timing of the snowfall here in west central Missouri. We are going to use the short-term models. Now, they are not going to extend all the way out to, it's not going to extend all the way out to the end of the storm system. It's just going to be for the first few hours of the storm system, but we're looking for the starting time of when we can expect to see some snow. And if you're watching from the Kansas City area, let's jump back over here. If you're watching from the Kansas City area, you notice there is winter weather advisories just north of KC proper and extends in northwest Missouri, Smithville, Liberty, Maryville, over toward Chula, Chillicothe, and into northeast Missouri. Now that's in association with some light snow that's going to be moving in tonight. It's not going to affect us here in west central Missouri, but you can pick up 1 to 3 inches of snowfall up here from North Kansas City all the way up to Maryville. So if you are watching from in those areas, please note that you are under a winter weather advisory for 1 to 3 inches of very light snow. And so as for those that have to commute to say Liberty or Smithville or Platte County, Maryville, just give yourself a little bit extra time in the morning because likely you're going to have some light snow on the roadways. So I did want to mention that before we move on. So we are going to jump over here. Let's go to the short-term models. Let's check out the timing. And then we'll also look Kansas City metro area. We'll also look down in the Springfield area as well. But let's start off with the short-term models. And again, I'll even have more information once we hit that 10 o'clock hour tonight when the new data comes out. So we'll definitely, I'll definitely be updating if I see a need to, okay? And I'll get to chat here in just a minute. Appreciate all the comments out there. I will try to answer all your questions and go through chat here in just a moment. We just have a lot of information that I want to make sure we cover in a short amount of time. So, all right. So what we are going to do, we're going to put this into motion. Right up here is your timestamp. We're looking at 3 a.m. on Monday morning. That's this morning, late, after midnight, 3 a.m. And you're going to start to see that band of snow approaching St. Joe, Kansas City area. That's that light snow that is contributing to that winter weather advisory through tomorrow morning for northwest Missouri. So Kansas City right now might pick up a dusting, maybe an inch of snow with this. But a couple inches up here in northwest Missouri on over through Livingston County. And that is Chillicothe, Chula. We do have a couple members up there in the Chula area. Great people, by the way, up there in Chula. A little bitty old small town, but great people. And of course, that moves out. Take a look at the time. We go through Monday afternoon without any problems. Monday evening, we start to see about 9 o'clock some light snow showers. Okay, so throughout the day on Monday, all of west central Missouri, we should be sitting just fine. It's tomorrow evening after dark. We're going to continue to feel even colder air than what we currently have start to filter in along with this light snow tomorrow night. And then now it's 11 o'clock, midnight, we start to get some banding of moderate snow moving through the area. And then 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8, 9 o'clock. About 8, 9 o'clock Tuesday morning, we start to see moderate to heavy bands of snowfall starting to make their way into west central Missouri. And again, this was about 9 a.m. on Tuesday morning. This is where we're going to start to pick up the heavier snow amounts. And then, of course, as we go through the noon hour, still several bands of moderate to heavy snow throughout west central Missouri, eastern Kansas, down here to southwest Missouri. Springfield is getting in on the action by noon on Tuesday morning for sure. Now let's take a look at the snowfall projections through noon on Tuesday. Now remember, this is not the entire snowstorm. This is just through noon. This is through about half of the precipitation. Let's take a look what we're going to be dealing with Tuesday morning at noon on Tuesday. And we're looking based on about 12 to 1 ratio at noon. We are looking at about 4 inches in Clinton, 4 inches in Kansas City, 4.4 in Iola, Kansas, and Springfield is just now starting to get into the action of the snowfall. They have about an inch of snowfall on the ground by noon on Tuesday. So that's what you can expect. And again, this is, about 4 inches by noon in Kansas City. So, of course, right smack dab in the middle of rush hour. Rush hour is going to be a mess if you are traveling up, 49, 435, I-70. It's going to be a mess. The morning rush, the noon rush, and going home time, 5 o'clock. It's going to be a mess of travel conditions out there. Remember, you can check out the Missouri highway map, check out all the current conditions of the roadways across Missouri. Definitely encourage you guys to utilize that app. You can download it. It's free. Kind of gives you an idea. But again, this is going to be noon on Tuesday, 4.1 inches of snowfall. Now, we're going to jump over to the other short-term model, goes out a little bit further, and this is what's called the North American model. This is the NAM. Okay, now, you know, it's going to add a few more hours onto here. However, the NAM is showing more of a northerly track that you'll see here in a minute. I don't think it's going to take that northerly track. I think still it's going to be centered around southwest Missouri. Here in west central Missouri, I think it's a pretty good look of what we can expect here in west central Missouri. We'll put that in play from noon on Tuesday. Now look what you see. Why this model is a little bit different than what the other short-term model is because it pushes this just a little bit further north, and it is also bringing in just a little bit colder temperatures at the onset of this snowfall. So that's the reason why we're looking at temperatures, we're looking at moisture, and we're taking a look at the location of that low pressure system that's going to be creating all this mess. So we still have, 24 hours left before, about 30 hours before the onset of any of this snow. This track is going to shift just a little bit. Which direction? Right now, we are not going with this particular forecast. We are actually going with the HRRR and the American GFS model right now. The National Weather Service is doing the same thing based on all the data. They seem to have a pretty good grip on it. Now, for maximum snowfall totals, we're going to jump over to this model here. Frank, thank you so much, guys. I'm just now seeing all the super chats out there. You guys are freaking amazing. And we'll talk a little bit about that here in just a moment. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. So we are going to jump over here to the global map, GFS. We're going to back this up a little bit. Now, starting time on this by 12 o'clock, it's only showing a couple inches of snowfall for Henry County. 2 inches of snow on the ground already in Springfield. 7 inches of snow in Springfield by 3 o'clock on Tuesday. 13 inches in Springfield by 6 p.m. 7.5 inches for Clinton. 6 inches for the Kansas City Metro. By midnight, Wednesday, 20 inches of snowfall, Springfield. 12 inches in Clinton. 9 inches in Kansas City. And then those would be your final snow totals. And this is the maximum amount based on the GFS model with maximum moisture and maximum lifting and maximum snow ratios. So, kind of giving you guys, this is not for you guys to get modelitis thinking you're going to get 20 inches of snow. But this is to show you the differences in the models and how we try to make an educated guess. I don't think we're going to have maximum precipitation. I don't think we're going to have those 20-to-1 ratios in snowfall. I think it's going to be close, but I don't think it's going to be that high. And that's the reason why I am sticking with the short-term models, 4 to 6 inches on average in west central Missouri, with many areas picking up more than 6 inches of snowfall. Somebody's going to get the bullseye. Will it be in west central Missouri? We just can't tell. I mean, I'd be lying to you if I knew who was going to get that 15 inches of snowfall, because nobody can tell you that right now. There are some There are some things that forecasters, meteorologists, they just can't do. Mother Nature is too powerful of a force for us to be able to do that. So definitely something we got to keep a very, very close eye on. But I go back to my original statement that regardless if we get 5 or 9 inches of snowfall, guys, my confidence is very high that those key points that we just talked about, serious travel implications, are going to happen Tuesday and Wednesday. I do believe school, you better plan on the kids being home Tuesday and Wednesday. Regardless of how much snowfall we get, it is going to be enough to cause some major disruptions out on the highways. Now, let me get to a few chats, and then we're going to take a look at temperatures. I don't know if I want to show you guys temperatures or not. This is brutally cold. But let me scroll up here. We'll take a look here. Hi, Jessica, Charlie. Good to see you guys on here. Jamie Brown, she is that fantastic cousin I have down there in Aurora, down by Springfield. She's excited about a snow day. Bailey, Sandy, going to be traveling. They're going to stay just ahead of a major winter storm, what it looks like. Vicky mentioned snow's better than ice. 100% agree with you, Vicky. That Donna, she asked, is that Clinton? Yeah, that was, my forecast was for Clinton, Henry County. Hi, Janet and Lucky. Chastity, so at Benton County, not in the more severe. I did mention Benton County. Benton County, St. Clair County, Vernon County, you guys are under a winter storm warning. The meteorologists down in Springfield, they had fairly high confidence this afternoon. Those forecasters did to go ahead and put that winter storm warning out. And that's 6 inches or above. So they feel pretty confident in that. They went ahead and issued the warning. Pleasant Hill, the Kansas City office, they're still a little bit skeptical on the snow ratios and the amount of moisture that's going to be injected into the storm system. They wanted to wait for a few more model runs. Me personally, I think once the 10 o'clock hour hits and the new data comes out, I think at that time you'll probably notice that many of us, the rest of us here in West Central Missouri, will be put under a winter storm warning as well. Jamie, she's calling for let's see, what is that? About 10 million% teacher snow day probability. Hi, Samantha. Nixa, yeah, you guys are down. Nixa is down right around Springfield, just south. Nixa, Ozark, Springfield, Republic. Right now, I think you guys have one of the largest winter storms coming in that you guys have seen in 5, 6, 7 years, likely. So definitely be prepared for that. The great news, though, guys, what that's saying, if you don't like Missouri weather, just wait a day. Well, if we can just wait till Saturday, Sunday, we might hit 50 degrees. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right now, I'm seeing almost a 75-degree difference in actual temperature between Wednesday morning and Sunday morning. Is that not crazy? But anyway, we'll get the temperatures here in just a second. Hi, Tabitha, down at Osceola. Sherry, Lila, Marion, is this like last time when you guys say 4+ inches and then we barely get? It could be. I'm not saying I'm 100%. I'm 100% accurate. That's for sure. It could, but all the data that's coming in, we don't have any dry air anywhere around, like what happened last time. We had dry air get injected into the system and knock the snow totals down. Where I was expecting 3 to 5 inches of snow, 3 to 6 inches of snow, and I think the average in West Central Missouri was about 2.5. So yeah, we're not going to be perfect, but all the indications as of right now, everybody's going to get a pretty good dose of snow. Thanks, Marion. Hi, Debbie. We kind of talked about KC Metro. They're bordering right around the 5-inch mark of snowfall. Between 5 and 6. I don't think they'll be included into a winter storm warning, but 5 inches of snow is still going to create a bunch of problems up there in the Kansas City metro area. That's what they're calling for Tuesday. James Ordahl. Hey James, if you're still watching, just kind of curious to see if you got that snowblower done or not. James made a post on Facebook. You know, of course, it's all in good faith, good humor, but James opened up a brand new small engine shop here in Clinton, Sojo Small Equipment Repair, and when we were forecasting this last snowstorm, a gentleman brought in a snowblower to him and wanted to try to get it fixed as fast as he could before that snow comes in. Well, he got it fixed well ahead of the snow and got it back in the guy's hand, and then the storm kind of fizzled on us. So James made a pretty bold statement out there stating that he had another gentleman bring in a snowblower, went to get it fixed and running good before this snowstorm. And I believe he already has it done. And he had mentioned now that he has it done, it's likely going to cause this storm system to go poof. So anyway, he made a pretty bold statement there. I don't know about this one, James. You're really kind of teetering on a fine line there, buddy. Jamie never goes to school. So again, guys, we are expecting a major winter storm to hit our area. Is about as blunt as I can put it. And again, whether we get even with that last storm system, we were trying, as forecasters, we're trying to determine at that time who was going to get 1/10 of an inch of rain and who was going to get 1/1800ths of an inch of rain. That was the difference at that time between getting 5 inches of snow and 2 inches of snow. 1/10 of an inch of moisture versus 1/1800ths of an inch of moisture. There's nobody that's gonna hit that 100% of the time. There's just no way. There are too many variables in the forecast. But like I said, we try to take all the data we can, make an educated guess. I'm trying to find anything out there that might make this incoming system not perform, and I can't find anything. We don't have dry air. We have plenty of moisture. We got cold temperatures. Everything is set at 5,000 feet above our heads to produce nothing but snow. I'm not seeing anything that's going to keep us from getting 4 to 6 inches of snowfall here in West Central Missouri. But there is that potential for us to get much more than that. So, and again, thank you guys. Frank, man, awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. Elizabeth, you're always a huge supporter. Thank you so much, girl. Joe Murphy, you're reffing basketball at Montrose tomorrow night. You know what? I might just have to run down there. You give me some gruff on my forecasting. Maybe I'll get down there and give you a little gruff on your refereeing. Wayne, what's it look like for Northern St. Clair and Southern Henry? I think we pretty much touched on that. And again, I'm going to get off of this snowfall total because I don't want people jumping on here thinking we're going to get Springfield's going to get 20 inches of snow. I'm just going to go back to our short-term model here. KK, what do you think Woblow's going to get? And again, it's I'm guessing they're probably also going to be in that 4 to 6 inch range here in West Central Missouri. Woblow being close enough. I think that's really a for sure bet. And if we get 4 to 6 inches of snowfall, roads are going to be horrible. Now, do you have the possibility of getting more than that in Woblow? Absolutely. You could very easily pick up 7, 8, 9, 10 inches of snowfall. But right now, confidence is really high for all of West Central Missouri, and that's going to include, just because there's a county line there, if you live in Collins, if you live in Hickory County, if you live in Woblow, you guys are in that same grouping right now. 4 to 6 inches of snow. The further south you go, I believe the better chances you are to pick up those higher amounts greater than 6 inches of snow. Sedalia, and again, I'm looking at a forecast based from Cass, Johnson County, Pettis County, Benton County, Henry County, Bates County, Vernon County, St. Clair County. That's what I kind of push in there in that 4 to 6 inch snowfall total category, with the potential that we could see higher totals than that. But the way I look at it, 4 to 6 inches of snow, if that was going to fall with brutally cold temperatures, the roadways are going to be a mess. Even if they plow the highways, being as cold as what we are, there's nothing that they can put down on the roadways to melt ice at, say 0 degrees, 5 below zero. There's nothing there that can melt that. So we're going to be stuck with some slick roadways for at least a couple of good days. James just, of course, I'm catching up on Slack. I appreciate all of the interaction on the chat. I love reading all the chat messages. Sometimes it takes me a while to get caught up. James said he got Bill's snowblower back to him, so there'll be no snow. So, if we do get 6 inches of snowfall, you guys can blame James Ordall. So Joe Small Engine Repair. Blame him. Rod Berry, time for you to get up in the tree, watch that snow come down, Rod. Maddox, do you agree with the 6 to 11 inches for Joplin from the National Weather Service? I do. I think that's a decent range for down there right now. And again, the 6 inch too low. I don't think so. The National Weather Service, of course, they want to get close on the snowfall totals, but 6 inch snowfall meets the criteria for a winter storm warning. They have high confidence. They said that earlier today. They have high confidence that those around the Joplin, Neosho, Aurora, Springfield, Nixa, Republic, you guys, they have high confidence that there will be at least 6 inches of snowfall in that area. So when they give a range like that, they're thinking at least 6 inches of snow and possibly as high as 11. And from what I'm seeing, it can even go higher than 11 inches. But regardless, you know what kind of system you're dealing with. 6 to 11 inches, that's a lot of snow. So, yeah, I agree with that. I think that's a good range for you guys down there, down south. Mark Harden. I got yelled at because I didn't mention him last video. So, Mark Harden, Director of Henry County Emergency Management. One of the hardest working guys I've ever had the privilege to work with. So thank you for the kind words, Mark. So, kind of jumping back real quick, and I know I bring it up, but it's so fascinating, and I hope I get everybody to kind of understand where this comes from. But you know, we start talking about the LRC. This is the system. I mean, we talked about this system. We talked about the snow on January 6th that we received here in Clinton, as well as a foot of snow for Kansas City. We talked about them the day after Thanksgiving, based on the LRC, right around January 5th and 6th, and returning back the week of Valentine's Day. And here we are, Southwest Missouri, possibly picking up one of their biggest winter storms that they've seen in the last 5-6 years. So it's just incredible to me to know that we've been talking about this for the last 3-4 months. So, Courtney, when will it start? Tuesday. So let me go ahead and put, for some of you that might have came in a little late, let's put our key talk points back up there real quick, and then I want to go ahead and take a look at temperatures real quick. So what we can expect all throughout West Central Missouri, we can expect serious travel implications, regardless if we get 5 inches of snow, 8 inches of snow. All of West Central Missouri is going to be dealing with hazardous road travel. So, and this is going to start overnight, late Monday night. After 9 o'clock, we'll start to see a few flurries, snow showers, and the heaviest is going to come overnight Monday into Tuesday. And then it will end early Wednesday morning, likely around 1-2 a.m. time frame. So we're going to be looking at issues likely Tuesday morning, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, Wednesday night. So those are going to be the likely the most treacherous of travel times before we finally maybe hopefully be able to get enough clearing with MoDOT with several passes to have a lane of travel out there on the major roadways. But the county roads, the gravel roads, it's going to be ugly out there. The main reason, guys, is because of the temperatures. We're going to have below zero actual temperatures. Nothing they put on the roadways is going to help melt that snow and ice that accumulates. So again, that's going to be a big issue. It's going to be traveling throughout really throughout the state of Missouri, because this is such a broad storm. We're expecting broad ranges of snowfall from anywhere between 4-inch to 15 inches of snowfall throughout the entire state of Missouri. So MoDOT definitely going to be working hard. Big kudos go out to all those MoDOT drivers that go out working long hours just to try to keep us safe out on the roadways. Hey, Becky. Just taking a look at another model. Springdale, Arkansas. You guys are going to be getting down there close to that mix line where you might be dealing with some freezing rain, some sleet, some snow. That's going to bring your overall snowfall total down, but you're still going to be expecting brutal cold temperatures. Probably temperatures you probably can't remember when they've been that cold. Those are the kind of temperatures we're dealing with here, guys. When we start getting actual temperatures 10, 12 below zero with wind chills, 30 to 40 below zero, even higher than that, or I should say lower than that at times. We're talking very, very serious cold weather moving in for all of our areas. Uh, 706. Hey, big guy. Light, fluffy snow. Oh, absolutely. That's all it's going to be. When you get temperatures, that's the reason why those ratios are so high. When you get light, fluffy snow, they lay on top of each other. They're light, they're fluffy, and that's where you get your deeper accumulations. So the colder you are, the higher the ratios go. Now, if it's 32 degrees and it's a big, fat, flake, heavy, wet snow, they compact when they hit the ground, so your snow totals are smaller. Well, when we're going to have temperatures, anywhere between 5 degrees above zero to 10 degrees, our snowfall ratios are going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 15, 16 to 1, meaning 1 inch of snow equals 15 inches of snow. 1 inch of rain is 15 inches of snow. And, those kind of cold temperatures definitely going to be not a snowball making snow. I will tell you that. You'd be lucky to be able to make a snowball at all. That's how light and fluffy this is going to be. All right, so let's take a look here at temperatures. And this is going to take us through Tuesday. Let's go back to the 60-hour short-term NAM. And we're going to jump over here to, let's go with actual temperature first, and then we'll check out the wind chill. Let's bring it on over here. So, they're showing really the warm temperatures are going to be in your hot colors. That's going to be your oranges and your reds. So if that gives you any indication, they're showing warm temperatures of 10 degrees, 3 degrees, 1 degree in Kansas City. So if that's warm, we probably don't want to know what cold is. This, of course, your timestamp's right up here. This is 6 o'clock tomorrow night. 3 degrees in Clinton, 1 degree in Kansas City, 10 in Springfield. And then we'll put this through overnight. And 10 a.m. These are actual temperatures, guys. This isn't wind chill. Actual temperature, 10 a.m. Tuesday morning, -8 Kansas City, -10 in St. Joe, -6 in Clinton, and 2 degree in Springfield. That's 10 a.m. Tuesday morning. And then we go to 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Well, how come the temperatures are falling as we are getting into the middle part of the day on Tuesday? It's not supposed to work that way. Now at noon, -9 in Clinton, -13 in Topeka, -5 in Springfield, -7 in Joplin. Guys, this is dangerous cold. This isn't just, man, it's chilly out there today. This is dangerous. Frostbite sets up under 30 minutes to unexposed skin. We're talking very, very dangerous temperatures that we are going to be having from Tuesday morning all the way through Friday morning. And then we start a rebound at that time. But, you're going to have to make sure if you are outside at all that you are going to have to make sure you wear layers and make sure you guys bundle up every part of your skin face, hands, feet, everything is covered if you have to go outside. These are very dangerous wind chills. 1 o'clock, minus 11 in Kansas City, minus 11 in Clinton, minus 8 in Springfield. These temperatures continue to go down. Look at Iola. 1 o'clock, during some of the warmest part of the day, minus 17 degrees. Unbelievable. And then we go, there's 3 p.m., 4, 5, 6, 7. We're looking at minus 14 Clinton, minus 17 Joplin, minus 14 in Joplin. Look at some of the temperatures in Oklahoma. They're looking at 20 to 30 degrees below zero actual temperature. Unbelievable, guys. Greg, thank you so much, buddy. Thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate that. Now, let's take a look. Now, this is just through Tuesday, guys. You guys don't want to know Wednesday and Thursday. Oh, my gosh. Let's take a look at wind chill. So, 8 p.m. Tuesday night, actual temperature, Clinton minus 14, Kansas City minus 11, minus 14 in Springfield. We factor in the wind and what it's actually going to feel like out there is minus 7, minus 9, minus 9 in Clinton, minus 9 in St. Joe. Why is it feeling warmer than what the actual temperature is? And the reason is because in order for us to get the snowfall, we have to have moisture. Where's that moisture being pumped in at? It's being pumped in from the south. So we are getting just a little bit of relief from the southerly breeze that is going to be pumping in that moisture to give us all that snow. So it's really hard to have really high snow totals and brutally cold temperatures as far as wind chill, because in order to have a big snowstorm, you have to have moisture. Where does the moisture come from? Come from the south. That means south breezes, warmer temperatures, warmer air trying to filter into this thing. So when you have a storm system in the winter that could produce a foot of snow with temperatures in the negative, that means this thing is a powerhouse of a storm system. I hope you guys kind of follow that. In order for us to have a lot of snow, we got to have a lot of moisture being pumped in from the south, bringing in some of those southerly breezes that's going to keep our wind chill feel just a little bit warmer than what the actual temperature is. I mean, you just don't see that very often. But we definitely had that in store for us for this storm system. Oh, let me get that off of there. Sorry, guys. I was blocking everybody's view there, wasn't I? Cheryl asked, what about, is this going to be the last one for a while? Well, good news is that as I have explained this several times, it is part of the LRC modelation that I do like to look at the Arctic oscillation. I look at it about every other day. So, this is how much cold air is being trapped up there at the North Pole. This axis 0 across the line, that's neutral. When we see it go positive, that means that the pressure, air pressure up there at the North Pole is very strong. All that cold air is trapped up there at the North Pole. And notice as we were into the end of October, 1st of November, the AO, the Arctic oscillation, was positive, meaning we were a little bit warmer than normal, and all that cold air was trapped up there in the Antarctic. We were waiting to see when the first sign that we might start to to tap into some of that Arctic air, and that was right around the third week of November. You see it dips negative, -1. -1 right around December 1st, right around the 12th, 18th of December, and then it shot back up. We had a little bit of a warm spell, and then it really dropped down that January 5th snowstorm that we had. We had cold temperatures. We got down to 0, 1, 2 degrees below zero. And then it warmed back up. You notice we've been in the 40s. We got into the 50s. And take a look at February 15th. That Arctic oscillation dipped straight down, -5. That is incredible index for the AO, meaning that it is very, very likely to see the jet stream pull that cold Arctic air down from the North Pole, and that's exactly what we're seeing. The good news that I mentioned is the fact to see what direction the AO is moving. It's moving north. It's moving positive. So if we can get through this and get into the month of March and keep all that cold air up there, I'm thinking that this might be the big one for the season for us here in West Central Missouri. And I think we're still going to have some cold snaps. I'm not saying it's going to be 60 all the way through April. But we have very good news on the horizon. This may be our last shot of Arctic air for the year. Well, at least for the season, as well as the brutally cold temperatures. Hey, thank you, WCMO. Appreciate that. All the kind words. Man, we got a lot of people in the live stream tonight, guys. Holy cow, we got a bunch of them with all the combined. We got a bunch of people. I sure appreciate all the support. Great news. And again, if you guys donated a super chat, a super sticker, I'm going to go back. I'm going to take your names off, and I'm going to include you into our raffle. We have a raffle coming up here in about 12 days, 13 days. We're going to have a raffle. We're in the middle of our fundraiser. We're really close to our goal. I will be putting up our current thermometer, how close we are to our goal. I'm going to be putting up an update on that. And again, very, very humbled by all of your all support. I basically couldn't do it without you guys. And you guys have shown me over the last 3 years what an incredible group that we have grown here at Subby's Weather Talk. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. Thank you, Savannah. So if anybody's still hanging out, that's really the gist of what we've got going on. I still think that we can expect probably sometime, if not before 10 o'clock, after the new data comes out, and we have the evening meteorologists at the National Weather Service in Pleasant Hill take a look at it. I don't think they're going to see much changing. And I say the rest of West Central Missouri will be placed under a winter storm warning. And again, 4 to 6 inches of snow throughout West Central Missouri. And I do believe we have a strong potential, especially for those in Vernon, St. Clair, Benton counties, to get much more than 6 inches of snow out of this winter storm we have. It's going to be starting Monday night, overnight, late. We're talking 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's really going to rear its ugly head on Tuesday morning for Tuesday morning rush hour. And we will have steady, moderate to heavy snow throughout the day on Tuesday, and finishing up early Wednesday morning, 1, 2 a.m. time frame. So we're going to have some real nasty roadways out there. If you are new to the group, please check out SubbyWeatherTalk.com. That is a website I developed for you guys. This is strictly for you. I pay for all the web hosting. It's loaded with information. You can check out our live streams by just clicking on one of these tabs. You can go to more, go to winter weather info, and you've got Missouri road conditions, Kansas road conditions, winter weather safety, especially. I've already talked to a couple families. They're sending their kiddos out on the roads, going back to work or school. Winter weather safety tell you what items you need to pack in emergency kit for them when we start dealing with temperatures as cold as what we're talking about and the potential for several inches of snowfall. We got outages mapped from all of the area energy companies, and of course Missouri, Kansas road conditions, very important as you head out the door on Tuesday morning. Maybe you work third shift on Monday night. Take a look at the map. See what the roads are showing for snow cover, for ice cover. See if any roads are closed. See where the accidents are. Very, very important website that you can jump easy enough right on Subby's Weather Talk to be able to take care of anything that you guys might be looking for. It also has podcasts. It has the interactive radar. If you guys want to check out, satellite, what the winds are, temperatures, rain accumulation, snow accumulation, regular radar, warnings, watches, all of this you can check out right here on our website. We try to make it a one-stop shop for you guys. A big thank you goes out to Radford Media Group. And of course, you guys know I have been had the privilege now to be working there for about 8 months now. Clay and Brittany Radford, they are fantastic people. They kept the radio station back up and running, and we're going on full cylinders. They allow me an opportunity to get all of this information out to many more platforms. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to do that. A big shout out to Clayton's Heartfelt Home Care and Max Motors. They sponsor our Storm Track Weather Center through Radford Media Group, and that's what pays my salary through Radford Media Group. So I wouldn't be able to do it. Radford Media Group wouldn't be able to do it without the help of our sponsors of Storm Track Weather, and that is Max Motors and Clayton's Heartfelt Home Care. So thank you guys so much for sponsoring these streams so we can get this information out to as many people as we can. So real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Remember, if you missed bits and pieces of it, it's going to be up on our YouTube channels. It's going to be up on KDKD 95.3. You can go check it out on their Facebook page, so you can watch it in its entirety after this gets done. But the main talking points that we started the video with and what we're going to end the video with. And again, serious travel expectations. The roadways are going to be very hazardous throughout the state of Missouri, not just west central Missouri. The heaviest coming in overnight Monday into Tuesday, should end by early Wednesday morning. Brutal negative temperatures. You guys seen that? These temperatures, they're going to be brutal. That's all I can say. Ending Wednesday morning, 4 to 6 snow average here in west central Missouri. I do think we're going to see those average expectations of snowfall bump up a little bit, maybe to the 5 to 7 range, with many areas picking up higher than that. But I'm not ready to go there yet till after the 10 o'clock update. If I do decide that, I think we need to bump that up just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more moisture, maybe snowfall ratios are a little bit higher. I will work up a graphic and put it out there on all of our social media platforms to keep you guys, aware of the situation. And of course, first thing in the morning, I'm back at Radford Media Group, and I'm there at Baumgard's Weather Center, bright and early tomorrow morning before you guys even roll out of bed. And I will be in the Weather Center and watching and looking for any changes in this in this forecast. So that's all I've got for right now. Donna, yeah, my sis just posted Subby's Weather Talk, the website there. Feel free to look around. Tons of information on there for you guys. And again, I made that website. I developed it myself, and I made that for you guys, so you guys can go right there and be able to find all kinds of information, including winter weather information. So hopefully you guys can definitely utilize that website, and we're all going to need it here over the next 3 or 4 days. So I will constantly keep you guys updated. Again, big thanks to Max Motors, Clayton Hartsfield Home Care for sponsoring this Storm Track weather update. Stay safe, guys. Stay weather aware. We'll be talking to you all soon.